Hey friends, so my name is Sarah, if you don't know me. Courtney asked me to come in here and kind of share a little bit about my story, and my husband is currently on a modified shift, so he's sleeping in the house, and I totally want to go live outside because it's a beautiful day, but it was really windy, and I figured all you'd hear is like, so I'm in the garage, here we go. But I wanted to share a little bit about me and my personal journey because some of you are brand new to Beachbody and to these workouts, and so sometimes it's kind of hard to see what the potential is, like how it can really impact your life. And so I've been around for a while. I've been a coach for almost 4 years. I'm actually Courtney's coach, and it's completely changed my life in so many areas. And so I figured I would just chat and share my reel with you, and maybe something I'm going to say today will resonate with you, and hopefully it will encourage you and inspire you to like rock your journey and show up and get the best transformation you can. So first and foremost, like this is your journey, and having a group like this is really powerful, but it's only powerful if you make the commitment to show up to it. If you decide that you're going to go all in, that you're going to draw your line in the sand and really own your transformation. And when I say that, I don't mean like you cut out everything, you go 100% balls to the walls. Like I think Courtney and I are very much in alignment where it's about progress over perfection, and it's about owning your journey every single day, because we're not befores and afters, we're just thens and nows. And your journey isn't going to be over at the end of this 30 days or at the end of your 60-day program or whatever. It's a living, breathing thing, and it's going to go through ups and downs and challenges, and some days you're going to be a rock star and other days are going to suck ass. But that's okay. The important thing is to know that this is your journey and there's no right or wrong way to do it unless you quit, and that every decision counts. It all matters. It all adds up. It compounds into something greater. So don't let that freak you out and be like, oh my gosh, I just ate all the Cadbury cream eggs. Like, no, it's okay. You just keep showing up, one foot in front of the other. So I was introduced to Beachbody, I don't even know, like 5 years ago, and I was totally opposed to it. I was not interested at all. I'm like, you can keep your creepy protein shakes. I like to chew my food, thanks. I was actually a group exercise instructor. I was teaching Fit for Mom classes, and so I was like, I'm good, thanks. But my girlfriend was so persistent, and I finally was like, okay, I'm going to try this thing, because she was my friend and she wasn't being salesy or gross. She was just coming at me from her heart. And like, I really think that this would resonate with you. I really think that this would speak to you. And when I was getting started on my fitness journey, I wasn't in a good place. Like I was doing it because I didn't like my body. I didn't like the skin I was in. I just had all my babies back to back, and I was over 200 pounds. And so exercise and nutrition was basically a punishment. Like I didn't like my body. And so I was going to work out. I was going to hit it hard. And that way, I could kind of like, I guess, what's the word? Like I could pay penance for my poor decisions, which is totally not the right way to do this. And so I'm so grateful that she invited me over, and I did a Shaun T workout. I actually did T25, and we had that creepy superfood shake that I loved. And I fell in love with the whole process because it's about community, and it's about support, and it's about finding tribe, and it's about embracing your journey and just making those positive decisions one day at a time, like one decision at a time. It all matters. It all adds up. And your success doesn't come when you hit the benchmark. Like, yeah, that's great. We all want to lose a certain amount, or maybe you want to gain muscle, or you want to lean out or tone up, or whatever your personal goal is. That's your own decision. That's your own thing that you're working towards. But that's not where all of your success is tied up in. It comes from you making that mindset shift that you're going to celebrate your journey, even on the hard days, even on the imperfect days, that you're just going to take it one step at a time and honor that. And so that's what coaching has taught me to do. It's me. It's my journey. It's me working on me. Yeah, I share with other women. Yeah, I have a fitness community that I get to cheer other people on. Yeah, it's been a way for me to create income for my family. But really, at the end of the day, it's about me falling in love and finding my purpose. Because I think so many of us go through life and we don't know what our purpose is. You're working for someone else, or maybe you're a stay-at-home mom and you just feel like you're on the hamster wheel and it's just you living to serve other people. But it's so important to put your oxygen mask on. So Beachbody taught me that it's my journey, and it's me showing up and owning it where I am right now. It's not about the number on the scale. It's not about the size of your clothes. It's truly about this moment and you making the decision to own it. So if you've been waiting for motivation, if you've been like, oh yeah, I'll join this group and yeah, I'll kind of sort of show up, well then you're going to kind of sort of get results. I want you to own it. I want you to draw your line in the sand and go all in, because who knows what your transformation will look like. And I guarantee you that if you go all in with your transformation, it's not just going to be physical. The big Like the most epic thing comes from that self-belief, from changing your self-talk, from making the decision to show up and to love yourself as you are right now in this imperfect moment, because we're all imperfect. There's no such thing as perfection. And if that's what you're striving towards, you're always going to be so disappointed. So Beachbody, I got started just as a customer. I got Pio on DVDs and I ordered my superfood shakes, and I was that person where it just seemed like too much money and I didn't see the value in it. So I ordered my next order off of eBay. Please don't do that. And so I wound up after my second bag, I was like, I'll just find something on Amazon. So I got this like rice protein crap, and I was trying to add all these other supplements in. I don't know why I was so stubborn. I think I was just really fearful. Like, I know I was really fearful. I've always struggled with fear and anxiety, and the whole, like, what if I fail? What if this sucks? What if it's a scam? All those things, which it's not, but I had to come to that conclusion myself. And that's why I'm sharing with you guys, because if you have any of those little fears, if there's any of those doubts or there's anything you're unsure of, we just want to talk about it. Like, that's the best way to get it out there, is to shine the light on it and be like, what's your fear? What's holding you back? What's keeping you from getting your personal transformation? What's keeping you from exploring this as a business opportunity? What's keeping you from going big in your life? Because so many of us play small because we're afraid of what other people will think, or we're afraid of failure or being judged. And like Rachel Hollis, I don't know how many of you are into Rachel Hollis, but she absolutely nails it when she says, like, you know, other people's opinions of us is not our business. Like, other people's opinions aren't going to pay your bills. So I took a chance. I tried this Beachbody thing, and I did it for a year. Not as a coach, just as a challenger. My coach had a group just like this, and I was there. She told me, like, you got to show up. You got to share your journey, because it's not just about you. It's about finding accountability and creating that for other people. And so you posting your daily workouts, you posting how it's going, you posting an inspiring quote, you posting your Shakeology recipe, like all those things, it's not just for you. Yeah, it's going to help you get traction. It's going to help you create new habits. It's going to help you get momentum, but more importantly, it's going to create that tribe, and it's going to help inspire other people. And so at some point, when you need that inspiration, when you need that accountability, they're going to be there too, because you've all been there. You've all been sharing. You've all been showing up. You've all been committed to staying consistent, not perfect, because even on the sucky days, you still show up. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, still a victory. It's still you owning your journey and doing the best you can and surrendering the rest. And so I did that, and it totally changed my life. It changed the way I was viewing my body. I started to learn that it wasn't just about like punishing myself. It wasn't just about a number on the scale, that it really was about like identifying what my self-limiting crap was and just working through it. I'm a recovering perfectionist. I think that was a big root of it. It was like, well, I don't want to go all in with my journey because those results are for other people, or I'm never going to have a body like that. So why would I go all in? Because then I'll just prove myself right. And so sad, right? So I just kept being consistent, and I was sharing in her little tiny, there was 4 of us. I was sharing in that group every single day, and I started to fall in love with it. And then I started to stalk other people on, not like through their windows or anything, but I started just to follow other people on social media, these other normal, average people that didn't have these like perfect Barbie bodies, but they had made this into a business. And I was like, say what? I'm over here with my Fit for Mom, like teaching my group exercise classes and secretly drinking my superfood shake and like rocking Pio and cracking nuts with my butt, because Pio will do that to you. It's not sanitary. I don't recommend it. No, not really. But yeah. And so I was following along, and I was like, what's the deal? Like, there's a business opportunity here. And there is. It's an amazing business opportunity. And there's so much income potential. Obviously, there's no guarantee. You know, Beachbody doesn't guarantee any level of income or success. It's all based on you and your own consistency and your drive and your belief and your willingness to get uncomfortable. But I understood that journey was so closely tied to my fitness journey, because I was showing up and I was sharing about it on social media, and I was just really wanting to shine the light for other people who maybe felt the way I did, who at some point felt hopeless, or like their bodies could never change, or that their time and energy was wasted investing in themselves. Sad story, but I think a lot of moms can relate to that. And so after a year of peeping Tom and like going all in with my fitness journey, I finally was like, okay, I'm going to do this. And so I became a coach. I became a coach in June of 2000. What year is this? 2016, 15? I don't know. It's been almost 4 years. This June it will be 4 years. I can't math too good right now. And you know what? It's totally changed my life in so many areas. Like I'm at a place now where I'm bringing in income and I can contribute to my family, which is awesome. It's amazing to be able to like, make the mortgage payment or make the car payment or just do the extra fun things that I get to do. And as someone who always had a career before I stayed home with babies, that was important to me to be able to contribute and not feel like, obviously as stay-at-home moms, like we contribute, but sometimes you just want more. And I wanted more. And I didn't want to go back. I didn't want to work for someone else's dream. I didn't want to have to put my kids in daycare or sacrifice. Like I kind of wanted it all. And that's impossible. Like nobody can have it all, but there's no reason that you can't have more. There's no reason that you can't become the version of yourself that you've always wanted to be, whether or not that's just your healthiest, happiest, sanest self, or maybe that is an income thing. Like whatever that is for you, if you're willing to work and you're willing to get vulnerable and you're willing to go all in like today in this group for 30 days, like just to see what will happen, how it will transform your entire life inside and out, it's amazing. It's amazing. And so we actually have sneak peeks that I run and another coach runs. And so if you want more details, you want more nitty gritty on how the business works and the income potential and our vacations and all that stuff, like I'm happy to share. Courtney, we can drop like the link and you can go explore it. I don't want to like yap at you for too long, but I just want to encourage you to like own this journey. If you're here with like a free trial or you're here with like DVDs that have been dusty, I want you to go all in. Like believe in yourself, believe in the amazing body that you already have. You are in. You don't need to have a six-pack to have success. You just draw that line in the sand today and you commit to showing up. It's not about motivation, my friends. It really isn't. It's just about you making that decision and that commitment to own today and to do your best and to forget the rest and to just, if you mess up, if you get off track, if you roll around naked with Oreos or whatever, that's okay. You just drink some water, you get back up and you get back in the game. It doesn't mean you failed. It just means that you're human and we all have those moments. So I am so freaking grateful that I said yes to my girlfriend all those years ago when she was so pushy and so persistent and I was so closed off because I didn't want anything to do with her creepy network marketing thing. I sold essential oils very badly and I was just afraid to fail. But I was tired of being unhappy. I was tired of feeling gross in my skin. And most importantly, I was tired of my self-talk keeping me caged. It was keeping me caged. So this has blessed me in so many areas of my life. And the fact that I'm in the best shape of my life is a benefit to that. So I'm so excited to be in this group with you guys. I'm so pumped to see you own your journey and step into that version of yourself you've always wanted to be and to kind of shelf all of your excuses and your self-limiting belief and just own it. So if you've been making any excuses, if you have any fears, talk to Courtney. Journal it out. Like just get it out of your head and change your station in your head because that's such an important piece. So I believe in you. I hope that you make the decision today to believe in yourself and to take it one day at a time and to show up to your journey and just to rock it because this life is precious and tomorrow isn't guaranteed. So show up to it. Make it count, friends.